Oh my God. I didn't want to believe it when I first saw it, guys, but I guess it's true. I'm gonna just go ahead and let me go ahead and intro this thing, man. You know what you watching, dog. It is After Dark Podcast. Make sure you like and subscribe, ring the notification bell for all the new listeners. We are just a couple of guys that discuss topics that are none of our business. But fortunately today, regardless of this is our business or not, we are absolutely breaking this down. I really couldn't believe it, man. And we going today, man, we saying fuck the kumbaya. We saying fuck the kumbaya today. I'm sorry, Sterling, or maybe I shouldn't have cursed that early into the pod, so that's a dub. But I'm sorry, no kumbaya. We kicked it before the pod. I don't really want to know how your week went right now, man. There's just too much going on. My heart hurt, and I feel like for the audience, we just need to go ahead and get into it because you know what the problem is, man. The problem is that we got an alert, man. It's crazy, you know. Alert! Someone call! It's crazy. It's crazy going on. Craziness is going on right now, right? All right, craziness is going on right now. In case you weren't living under a rock this past weekend, it was the Dreamville Fest. And I heard it was good. I heard it was lit. But it got tainted at the very end. So J. Cole put out a surprise album. I thought there were some good bars up there. Might delete later. But the big story of this album was the response to Kendrick's Like That on Future and Metro Boomin's album, the diss track. J. Cole responded. He gave him a light jab toward him. It was a warning shot. Everything was crazy. Mixed reviews on Twitter, everywhere out there. Some people thought it was lukewarm. Some people thought, hey, he just matched the energy that was given towards him. Some people thought, you know, there's actually multiple disses within that album. It's really not. 7 Minute Drill is just a diss song, but he had verses where he was dissing Kendrick. And those are actually some of the better verses in that album. But then this nigga, we on the cusp of the biggest breakdown in hip hop of our generation. It's our guys. Our main three going at it. And then he goes on that stage at Dreamville Fest. And he said, listen, man, something was weighing on his heart. It's on his heart, Sterling, man. Sterling, you know, we boys, we go way back. You vented to me a bunch of times, so I know when something's on my brother's heart. It was on his heart, man. He couldn't sleep. Because he dissed his man out there. And he just said it. He felt like he was moving. He got comfortable and he missed it. He wanted to get back in line with who he is. And so he said, hey, man, raise your hand if you think Kendrick can go. And that crowd went crazy, yo. I'm like, hey, I was like, yo, what is this guy doing? Like, what's it? Then this man said, love yours. Yo, what is going on right now? Whoa. Where do we just like, wait, what just happened? Like, what? Okay, so there's so much to unpack. I just kind of did like a brief summary of what was going down here. We're about to dive into every inch of this thing because this is probably one of the biggest stories in hip hop culture that we've probably been alive for right now, other than like if they can this nigga P. Diddy. But that's we've already unpacked it. But I haven't because I actually don't know what you think. We haven't discussed it pre-pod, so I'm interested to know how you perceived it. Maybe you're giving them some grace. I don't know. What you think?
Love yours. Hey, love yours, brother. Like, I mean, dude. I mean, I agree with you. It's an absolute fucking breakdown. Freaking breakdown. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, one of the funniest things is like, just to put in perspective for like, to put in layman's term for us regular folk, you know, like, think about it like some dude just hit your old girl, right? Like your ex girl, like recent type shit. And he's like, And she's saying, and you hearing from her friends or people around you, like, oh, like he's so good, like he's good in bed, he's a great guy, he always provides for me. And then like you're thinking you're this good dude, right? Like you're thinking you're like I was that guy, we just didn't work out because it happens, bro. We know how
it happens.
But my boy just sat there. He folded in front of thousands of people.
His people.
His people. They paid money to come and see him. And he said, like you said, yo, who thinks Kendrick the GOAT? They go crazy. He's like, love yo. It's like the meme from back then. Y'all remember that fat, like, black kid with the little short dreads and he would do the disappearing shit like this? Like you did a peace sign and just disappear on you. He was doing that, bro. He said, oh shit, let me get the hell out of here. Look, let me get the hell out of here. I don't know. Bro, there is no point in any world, right, where you can sit here as a rapper, as a hip hop artist, and we all know J. Cole respects the game, loves the game. We all love the game, bro. We love it as fans, and they love it as artists, right? They're putting that music out to us. Bro, he's sitting there, puts out all this extra shit, like trying to basically like back up. Going back to the example, it's like then you go say you should have like back in the day when subtweets were huge, right? Like imagine you go and subtweet this new guy that's hitting your old girl now, like, and then you back it up like I didn't really mean it like that, though. Like, come on, bro. Like, you already know that. You know it missed. It missed. Like, if I'm doing all these analogies right now because it's just hilarious to me. Like, it's imagine, like, we're the United States and we shoot missiles on Russia and it accidentally hits China and we know we fucked. Like, we know we fucked. We got to get the hell up. Hey, y'all better get in y'all shelter. You ain't got a shelter? Sorry, dog. It's draft. It's over. It's GG, as they say. Good game. Like, J. Cole, we expect more from you. We do. Like, we know you're a wholesome guy, man. Look, that's your public image. You're also like someone that always preaches about how he loves rap and how he loves hip hop and how he loves how it's evolved. Hip hop has evolved from clashes. Like, who comes out on top? Biggie, Tupac. There's all these different instances of people clashing. Drake and Meek. Like, brother, you getting hit with back to back without him having to put out back to back on you, bro. That's the messed up part. It's because you legitimately let him just lay that shit on you and you just let it have it and then like reinforced it after the fact. How do you do that? That's 101.
So let's take it back, right? All right, let's take it from the beginning of this thing, so we don't miss any part of what took place since we last spoke. Hey, yes, brother, love yours. Oh God, man, J. Cole, bro. So we're waiting, we're anticipating a response. Kendrick obviously dropped the Like That disc from first person shooter mode from J. Cole, right? Apparently, it came out that first person shooter mode was the original disc. Kendrick was asked to be on that track with Drake and J. Cole. He denied and came out with a song. And then so Drake and J. Cole dropped first person shooter mode, talking about Spider-Man meme. It's me and Drake. J. Cole up there, I'm number one, I'm the GOAT, blah, 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 blah. Then Kendrick comes back with Like That. Fuck the big three. Nigga, it's just Big Me. Nigga, boom. Yeah, he said, I'm really like that. And J. Cole, you can, if I ever see you if I'm in a club with J. Cole, bro, and that song come on, he like, hey, I'm really like that. I'm like, bro, just sit the song out, bro. Sit this song out. When Middle Child come on, though, that's hey, we'll let you do that shit. But like, right now, like, you ain't really like that. We know that. We know that. So we know that. So J. Cole comes out, first person to respond. I thought that was crazy. Like I didn't think J. Cole. I personally, I wasn't expecting J. Cole to respond with a diss track. I could see like him, referring to it in the fall off, maybe having some bars about he's the greatest, but I didn't think for him to make an actual response. I wanted him to, but I wasn't sure that he was going to. So when he dropped the whole album, right? And there's some great verses on this album that he has in there. There's some really good raps in there. But he had a 7-minute drill, the last song in there where he was dissing Kendrick Lamar. And, think what you want of the song. I thought it was all right, but I mean, it was also suitable to the jabs that Kendrick gave to him. Kendrick didn't really go after him, but J. Cole opened the worms. He said To Pimp a Butterfly was born. It put niggas to sleep. Hey, bro, I'm glad he said it. That needed to be said, bro.
Somebody had to say it.
Somebody had to say it, dog. Like, ain't nobody bumping that shit today.
Bro, I haven't listened to a song from To Pimp a Butterfly since To Pimp a Butterfly came out, bro. I'm not even trolling you, bro. Like, I could literally look, if there was a history, which they should do this on Spotify or Apple, either or, and or both, I should say, and literally put, like, your history for, like, a month at a time and, like, give you an idea. That's why they do the raps and all that shit. Like, brother, that shit was garbage. Like, we know it was garbage. For your caliber, right? Like, if it was, like, little something, putting something out, I'd be like, all right, that's fire, for him. But, like, there's an expectation. And the thing is, and Mike, I'm glad you brought that up, because, like, yes, the disses were good, like, they were solid, and we even texted a little bit, like, very briefly about it. I know you were saying, like, give him a little bit of grace, like, short, if it was written in 7 minutes, like, respect, because, like, we know J. Cole's talented, bro. Like, there's no question to know that.
If it's written in 7 minutes, that, like, to me, that's impressive. I think.
No, look, to give y'all, not even backstory, but to give y'all some, like, some fun. Like, we're sitting here at my crib a while back ago when they're down for my birthday, and we just play a beats and talk about things. And it is hard, bro. It's hard to, like, think of stuff on the spot and, like, try to back up and rip at each other or do whatever you're doing. So I give them respect for that. But I'm going to tell you right now, bro, you have to stand on business. Like, what did my boy Franklin say? Shout out Crack Epidemic. I'm going to stand on business. I'm about business. Like, that's all he was about is business. If you're not about your brand and who you are, bro, like, what do you have to say? Back to I'm going to keep using this analogy because it's perfect. It is literally perfect. If your homie, you subtweet, or not the homie, but the dude is hitting your elbow, you said you subtweeted him, you backed it back, said, I didn't really mean it like that, because obviously you knew somebody caught the drift, right? Then you sit here and you try to put something together a little later, trying to pick up your scraps. Brother, it's done. You're a clown. And when in the hip hop community, if somebody calls you a clown, it ain't funny, bro. It is not funny. It's funny for us. It ain't funny for you. You don't ever want to be the one laughed at. You want to be laughed with. Like, if you want to be laughed at, hey, be my guest, bro. If you want to be a stand-up comedian for your career, you ain't Dave Chappelle. Good luck. Good luck, brother.
You want to know why this hurts me, man? This hurts me because this is really a forever taint on J. Cole. Like, and some people, I was reading, some people are saying, y'all are being dramatic, blah, blah, blah. Obviously, J. Cole's not going to, he's not going to drop an album that's going to do 5K, right? Like, that's not what I mean by a taint. Like, he's cool, he's going to have his money, he's going to always do what he does. He's J. Cole, he's got that fan base. I'm going to always listen to him because I think he's just good and whatnot. But the reason why it taints, because it would be different. You know how he said his brand is like the good guy doesn't get, but that was the brand he started off with. That has not been his brand since pandemic. His brand since pandemic has been, I'm the GOAT, y'all niggas sleep. You think Drake and Kendrick number one, I'm out rapping everybody. I'm the best rapper in the world. Anybody who wants smoke can't get it. I'm the one that they scared on the low ski. That's what J. Cole has been saying. He's been saying that anyone can get smoked. He don't care who it is. He'll put your favorite rapper in the noose. Never letting them loose. That's what J. Cole said. But guess what? Many niggas' favorite rapper is Kendrick, my dog. And you not only let him loose, but you let him loose and he about to turn that bitch. Oh, I think it would be so hard if Kendrick still dropped the second diss track and just went at this nigga. I put him in the coffin.
He might, but the thing is, he already know he won, so it could be smart and it could also be stupid if it falls.
Nah, J. Cole need to be learned. He need to be taught a lesson, bro. If I'm Kendrick, I would teach you this just so you know. You were never the MC that I was, because I'm not showing you no mercy. I'm putting you in a grave, and then I'm taking your light-skinned Canadian nigga next. That's what I would do if I was Kendrick. I would put him in the motherfucking grave, because J. Cole can't respond. We don't want to hear you say, "Oh, I changed my mind. It's up for this nigga." Like, nah, bro. Sit your little ass down, bro. Go ahead and sit down. Sit this one out, Bob Marley, bitch ass nigga. Nah, I fuck with J. Cole. I want something hating on him, but
respect, bro. I mean, we'll put it like this: is like, bro, like tell me something, you know. And if y'all listen to us and you ain't think this way, then you probably should go and turn off the pod. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I'm gonna be 100,000%, bro. Everything you do, whether it's a temporary part of your career or a permanent part of your career, you're trying to be the best, right? Like, even if you know you ain't gonna be there forever, like Mike, we know that we ain't gonna, unless things work out in a way, we probably won't be at our same companies forever. But we want to be the best at what we do, right? We want to be the best at what we do, regardless, bro. And like, I can have homies, right? I can have homies. We beef, we competitive, we have fun, you know, we talk shit. But we all know at the end of the day, like, we're trying to be the best, like, point blank, period. Like, we trying to make the most money. We trying to be the most popular. If it's
and it's good, clean competition. There's no fucking I'm gonna kill you, nothing like that. It's better man. Let the better man win, and we niggas.
Yeah, and we can still be homie, but like, we always gonna have that. You know, you always gonna have that edge, bro. That's the thing. Like, even with Mike and I, and even just like I guess really Mike and I specifically, we both want to compete against each other in a way that's healthy. We're pushing each other. We want to be the best because we want to be the best together at some point. Like, have that thrive together. There's a world where that's the case, but we always know at the end of the day, there's somebody that's doing better.
Like, back in the day when we were hooping, playing football, whatever we were doing, right? We from the suburbs. Yeah. We got white friends, bro. We surrounded by, and we the only two black people when we really hooping out there. On some occasions, it'd be like that, right? So we're both the fast, athletic black guy. And what usually happens is we get put on two separate teams to even it out, and we get put on each other. So what we're doing every time we go at it, that's my boy, he's my boy. I'm trying to be the fast black guy, and you the number two. And he's trying to be the fast black guy, and I'm number two. And there ain't no bad blood in that. That's just pure competition. We ain't never, had no hostile situation afterwards. We do what we do. Like, honestly, it's annoying, bro. Like, I wanted to cover some of y'all slower ass white people sometimes, but we always got thrown on each other. So
that's facts. That's the thing I'm saying, bro. Like, the sad thing is if you do something like that, like, I'm never gonna sit in my job if I just started or I've been there for 30 years. God bless, you know, or God forbid, I ain't trying to be at this company for 30 years. I'm gonna say that.
He said, God bless America.
but like, I ain't never gonna sit here and say, "Oh yeah, man, he's so much better than me." Like, "Oh, he the GOAT. Brother, what?" Like, I'm the GOAT in my head. I'm just getting to that point. You just gonna start slowly faltering, and you can still be great. You can still be great. I'm gonna be right that little step above, that tiny step above. That's like, all right, he got that edge. Bro, don't do that, bro. Like, yes, your bars are hard. Like, we all love you, J. Cole. Like, I've never had we even said a few pods ago, we sat there and we literally said, like, J. Cole was out rapping. Like, the bars he was spitting were immaculate, bro. There was nobody on the planet. Even Drake couldn't contest with the bars.
He was rapping the best in the world at this point in time. Which is still true today. Like, I mean, two things could be true.
Yeah, two things can be true at one time. But the thing is like now, like you said, he's tainted. Where it's like, imagine somebody wants to put him on a track, and it's like, oh yeah, J. Cole, that was a hard ass verse. Like I fucked with it, but like you kind of a bitch for what you did, bro. Like it's
even worse than that. Everything pre-release, I can't listen to what he's done the past 2 years. All you're doing is telling me about how you're the best and you're gonna murder every rapper, and then you back out of the biggest generational hip hop diss back and forth that we have seen. This is gonna be fucking epic, and you just backed out. He didn't have to respond. I guarantee you, J. Cole didn't respond and just kept it moving. Like, no one's gonna be mad at him. No, we weren't really, like, to be honest, bro, it's the big three, but like there's a gap between the 3 and the 1 and 2. Like when it comes to legacies, not skill, obviously, but when it comes to legacies, it's like there's really only 1 and 2. The only way you really gonna be like mentioned in that 1 and 2 area is if you win this fucking rap battle. But it sucks because I know, because he's saying the fall off is coming. I think the fall off is, I think there's going to be amazing music on there, but I also feel like that whole album is J. Cole talking about how he's the best and how he would murder every rapper. And if that's the case, man, I don't know. I mean, it won't hit the same. I can't listen to you say that.
Yeah, there's no vindication behind it, bro. There's no authority. Like
you need to go back. This album needs to be a storytelling, cohesive album with a theme. Like I can't hear you come up on this GOAT shit like that. That's just done for. You can never say you're the GOAT. That's the crazy part about it. Like J. Cole's not even allowed to go on a track and dare think he finna say he the fucking GOAT, bro.
Nah, it's like, and Drake probably sitting there back there in the back, like grinning as, like smiling like hell, like dumbass nigga. You shit.
But this is why it matters to be battle tested, like I was saying last pod.
And I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It's funny as fuck because like I give Drake his props. Like he don't take no shit. When he had his shows, he be talking his shit. And we know Drake got shooters. People talk about he got real legitimate shooters. Like this ain't no game. Like this ain't a game I'm playing. Like I will kill you. Like your career will be done. And that being said, like there was already a gap. We knew Drake was at the top in terms of, like you said, legacy on that side of things. But now it's like, bro, J. Cole, I don't know if there's really much you can do to put yourself back in the conversation the way that you were recently. Because we were sitting here saying it was debate, it could be even a little bit debatable. It's not 100% debatable, but it was a little bit debatable in terms of how much you're loved and popularity, et cetera, so on and so forth, as well as the ability that you have. But it's like putting Bernie Sanders, man, or not Bernie Sanders, Jesus Christ, Barry Sanders in a bottle, bro. Like you shorten your career without you having to shorten your career. If you
and he was about to end it on his terms too. That's like the poetic, irony of this all is this whole thing. He's been talking about how like he's been practicing for this buildup of the fall off to go out on his triumphant on his terms. The sickest his pen has been, and it's just tainted by his own doing. Like that's where it really it sucks. And the crazy thing is, what really pisses me off too is he put a lot of pressure on Drake. Like that puts a lot of pressure on Drake. Because here's the thing. Now this feeds into the Kendrick Lamar is the boogeyman. And that's what makes me the most mad. Because I do not think Kendrick Lamar is the boogeyman that people think he is. And then J. Cole is going to bow down, man. Like you feed it into the aura. And so now like Drake has to, which I think he was going to anyways. Like there's no doubt in my mind Drake is cooking, bro. He's sending so many subliminals that he's about to absolute murder everyone in the industry right now, bro. I cannot wait. I think a lot of y'all niggas about to find out, bro. I can't wait. But no. So now like he put pressure on Drake to come out and respond because Drake can't let Kendrick just dog shit the two other guys in the top three. Because Kendrick's legacy automatically goes to number one, and he's one of the greats all time. If he walks away just dog shitting both of them, made J. Cole apologize and Drake shied away from the battle, that can't happen. Drake's got to come out. He's probably looking at J. Cole like, you bum-ass nigga. Like, how we going to have 2-1 on the fucking jump and then you going to bow out? That was just me.
It's a 1v2 break, and he's splitting the defense right now, bro. Like, you letting him split the defense. At least foul him, bro. Make him earn it from the line. Like, make him do another take. I mean,
it's like if J. Cole was like, we are in the fast break 2-1, and J. Cole stopped to fucking tie his shoes. Like, oh shit, my shoes untied. Like, nigga, what you doing?
Pass the ball. It's crazy too, because like, I'm thinking of it now from like a perspective as obviously a fan, and someone that talks about this. If this is the way you go about your business and you're about to go off on this, and this, like, you want to, walk off in the sunset and have that beautiful, like, ending that you wanted, which, I mean, it was set up to be really great. I mean, it really was. It was set up to be phenomenal. You know how many white women love listening to you? No offense to white women out there, because we love white women too. Ain't nothing wrong with them. But they love you. You're so soft and so pleasant. You ain't got to be that hard. Even though he's from Vietnam. Don't get it twisted. He's from Vietnam. Like, he's from Vietnam, bro. You been to Vietnam? You been to Fayetteville? Go ahead. Pull up there. You might not come out. But that being said, him coming in and, like, basically softening the blow, trying to soften the blow, like, it's like throwing a punch and, like, being like, oh, hold up, let me.
Yeah.
It's like a half punch. It's like, bro, you a whole ass man with a whole ass kid, bro. I don't know if this kid's a son or a boy or a girl. I don't care. If there's a boy and somehow he come up and listen, like, yo, Dad, why'd you do that at Dreamville that one time? I was just trying to be a good person, man. Like, I gotta have respect. That ain't respect, bro. That's called being a bitch.
Yeah, and the little boy too gonna have his AirPods in, and I really like that playing. You can hear it through his muffled through his AirPods. Yo, Dad, why'd you back out after this song drop? This shit hard.
Wait, you said that was Kendrick. That was your friend, right? Yeah, he's my friend. But he dissed you like hard, bro. Yeah, what'd you say? Oh, and then he like, this is what I said. See what I said? Hold up. See the video? Idiot, bro. Idiot, dumb, stupid, bum.
So here's what I realized about J. Cole. I think J. Cole's idea, this doesn't really work with J. Cole. J. Cole's idea of a rap battle or rap diss is not necessarily, it doesn't benefit him for everybody to drop a diss track and let me tell you why I'm better than you and shit on you. Let me tell you why I'm better than shit on you. His idea, his ideal version of finding out who's the better rapper would be, let's all three make a song together and then who comes up with the best verse. Like, I feel like that's what J. Cole would much rather do. Like, let's all be kumbaya, let's come up with a song, but each one of us is trying to put together the best verse, and that's how they'll determine who's the best. But that's not how the sport of rap conducts those albums. Sometimes that happens, but that's not what this is. And when your name get called, and your name might only get called once in your career, that's the crazy thing. All you have to do, only thing that's asked of you in that moment is to show up. And if you do show up, you better show out.
You better show the fuck out. You show up and you show the fuck out, bro. There is no world. Like, remember, we were sitting, look, me and Mike had, what class was that years ago with Eric?
Geometry.
We had geometry. Remember Mercy? Lamborghini Mercy.
Yeah.
Just drop it to the floor, make that ass shit. Bro, that's what J. Cole, that's exactly
what he wants, yeah.
That's what he wants. He wants, like, it's like Forever back in the day, where that, one of the greatest rap collabs I've seen, that I've honestly ever heard, personally.
Yeah.
But in that same vein, like, you gotta, as a rapper, hip hop artist, you've got to be able to produce your own content, essentially. Like, you can't. Yes, we know Kendrick bled off of the Future Metro album, but dog, like, if in reality that was just a tip of the iceberg, you might get absolute bodied, bro. Like, it might be something, those type of things. They might start putting Baby Keem over your ass or something disrespectful as fuck. Like, they might start disrespecting you, like, in a bad way. Like, you got a wife and kid, bro. Like,
bro, have you seen how people been talking about him? I was scrolling off after work, man. Everybody's talking crazy about this man. Like, people went from revering J. Cole really high, like, hey, man, he slept on his pen. Like, everyone respects J. Cole. Now, the whole timeline, everybody's just talking down. Academics talking down on him. 50 Cent was disappointed, bro. Suge Knight from prison was talking about how he like this shit was foul, bro. Suge Knight had an opinion, bro. I just feel like J. Cole's sitting back like, damn, like, I didn't even think that, like. And when I mentioned last week about being battle tested and why I think that matters for Drake, because he's been battle tested on multiple occasions, is because what being battle tested prepares you for is the idea that this is chess. Drake knows that better than anyone. Drake knows on the split of a second in a diss battle, your whole world can change, and now you gotta actually pay child support and claim the kid and act like you always wanted it. And that's what Drake's facing now because of a diss battle. J. Cole didn't realize just how much strategy and stress goes into it. And so he let his boys hype him up. He threw a diss out there. He wrote it in 7 minutes on a 7-minute drill. Like, hey, bro, this ain't drill time. Like, drill time was when you had that diss with Diggy Simmons back in the day. That's when you do a little 7-minute drill. This is K-Dot, Kung Fu Kenny. We not doing those 7-minute drills, bro. You better take as long as you need, get your verse right, and drop that pen. And so he do something out there really quick, realized that's not what he wanted to do, realized that, hey, he won't really trying to get in no battle. And so now he got to backtrack, and now the backtrack is going to taint your career. When these things happen, Kendrick has been sitting back for 2-3 years. He's been planning this out. This is why niggas want Drake to just respond on the weekend. Bro, Kendrick's been planning this out, bro. He didn't just throw that verse out there. He knew exactly what he's going to do. He's got 2-3 tracks lined up. Drake knows that. Drake won't just about to throw some dumbass shit or make some rash decision and apologize on the motherfucking stage. He got Travis Scott head blowing up on the stage, nigga. It's go time, nigga. Bro, he putting on for all the light skins. I ain't even light skinned. But I'll be mad because it's like, damn, I know light skins be taking hella L's, and now like y'all just keep taking L's, bro. And then Drake it might be really over for y'all if Drake takes an L too.
To put it into my analogy again, now at this point, the subtweet has gone to people directly responding to you, bro. You talking about old buddy? Now old buddy done posted a pic on X. I'm sorry, not Twitter. X, because you could post that shit now. He ain't even posted a pic. He posted a video of him hitting your girl with her face in it, bro. Like, on disrespectful time. You're getting, but the thing is, you're disrespecting yourself on the reply to your own comments, bro. Like, think about it. You are your own worst enemy, like that little 2000 song. Yeah, worst enemy, bro. You are your own worst enemy. And right now, I'm thinking from like a perspective of like someone, like if I was in this position, right? It's like when Drake replied to Meek Mill back in the day, right? Specifically, let's focus on that because that was a pretty big thing that happened back in 2015, 2016, that time. Dog, I mean, that was Meek Mill. No disrespect to Meek Mill at all. Like,
it was Meek Mill, though. That does.
Yeah, it was Pete Meek Mill. No Diddy, though. But that being said, that was Meek Mill, bro. K-Dot can spit, and K-Dot is from Compton, as I'll let you know. He don't care, bro. He does not care about anything, anyone. This is all he knows, brother. Like, yes, you from Vietnam, and Vietnam there's a reason they call it that. There's a reason they call Fayetteville Vietnam, bro. Ask any war vet, anybody that's been there. But You gonna let no offense to Kendrick, because I think Kendrick's phenomenal artist. He just took your motherfucking lunch money, bitch. He took that shit with the ease. He didn't even have to act like beat you up for it. He drove by on a bike on the way to the bus stop and took that shit. And then dropped his bike off back at home and saw you at the bus stop, which is your lunch money in his pockets, bro.
And then have all your friends laugh at him while you say, "Ain't Kendrick the GOAT?"
Ain't he the GOAT, bro? Like,
ain't he the coolest kid in school while he jumping you and shit?
He took your damn money. Your mom gave you that $10. She gave you a little bit of extra, even over that $10 for a cookie or two. And he just took it all, bro. He took it all. He said, "Give me that shit, bro. That's free cash. That's free cash."
Free little bitch.
Yeah, like you ain't even put up a fight, bro. It's like you tried to put your fist up and you said, "Nah, I'm good, bro." Then he dapped your shit from the back. No,
that reminds me of back in high school, freshman year, with me and Chad. We used to go fill up our plates with fucking French fries. So they had crazy good French fries back in the day in high school. And we used to fill up our plate with French fries and with honey mustard and shit. And then we would take it back to the classrooms because we had like an hour and a half for lunch. It was crazy. It was a wild time.
Hour lunch, baby.
Yeah, hour lunch. It was insane time. And so every time we turn this corner and leave the cafeteria, there's this one, black ass kind of on the spectrum, fucking dude, a senior ass nigga that always waited on that corner, bro. And it just reminded me of what Kendrick did, because this nigga always said, "Hey, bro, let me get a fry." And you know what the wild thing is? Me and Chad being freshmen, we new to the school, we don't know the whole thing. This dude, he's a senior. He look like he on the spectrum, so you know if you start fighting him, that might charge him up a little bit more. He might get that crazy spectrum strength. you know what that shit is, bro. Like, if you know, you know. Hey, man, I'm not going to explain to them people. I'm not about to, criminalize, whatever the fuck it is. All right. And then this guy's sitting here on the corner, right? And he's like, "Hey, let me hold a fry." And me and Chad, not once for like 4 or 5 months ever tell this nigga no, bro. We're just like, "Hey, bro," and he would go and grab the biggest handful of fries because we filled our whole plate up with fries. And we would always be so mad. So we started actually getting more fries because we knew this nigga was going to take a little bit more. So we wanted to still have the amount that we wanted left on the tray. So, and then one day I just realized, bro, he was like, hey, little nigga, let me hold a fry. And I looked at Chad and I was like, "Nah." He's like, all right, bro. Y'all have a good one. I was like,
he was coming to Jesus moment.
He just said, "All right, bro. Y'all keep it easy." And I had my whole tray of fries. He never asked for my fries again. J. Cole, bro, that is a life lesson. You let this nigga Kendrick take your French fries. And you just let it happen. And now you go sit back and now you got to think every single day like, "Damn, man." Because I really wanted a full tray of French fries. Like, I didn't just want like half the tray. I wanted a full tray. Bro, all you needed to do was believe in yourself and tell that nigga no. Get your own French fries, broke ass, bum ass nigga. That's all you needed to do. That's all we wanted from you, man. That's all we wanted, bro.
God. Dude, like, that's actually funny as hell, bro. I can, like, and the funny thing is like, now that you're, like, talking about it,
do you remember that dude?
You never told me about it, but I vaguely remember a guy, like, based off of the description.
He's right by the old gym every single time when you try to walk to the freshman.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's crazy now, like, not to get too off topic, but, like, it's funny as fuck because, like, I be sitting there and I'm, like, thinking, like, I try to remember my old high school fool. I can remember it pretty well. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, damn, all it took was a no. And take this as advice, bro. Like, I've been telling people, bro, you gotta start saying no to stuff. That's a part of growing up. Like, you gotta start saying no to stuff and then, like, yes to other things that you want to try and stuff. But it was... You let them take your French fries, bro. That's literally the simplest.
Bro, it was like the biggest handful. Like, it was the epitome of one bite from Ned the Classified School Survivor Guide, bro. Like, let me just hold a couple of fries. grab that all. I'm like, damn, nigga. Like, you want some honey mustard too, bro?
And what you gonna do when somebody grab your fries and the whole hand already on it? It's like, damn, he already got it. Like it's
and this
like,
this might also like that might sound crazy to you niggas. Y'all like, what you doing with a whole plate of fries? But that really was what we were on freshman year. Like niggas just had a tray full of fries and honey mustard, and that's all we ate for lunch. That's a crazy time, bro. Niggas was just eating fucking gross and just go out and do whatever and not feel a thing, dude. That's wild times, bro.
That's back in the day before all the alcohol and trying of substances and life got in front of you.
The weight of life hits you.
The weight of life, the adult. Hey, your parents tell you about the adult feeling, and that shit real as a motherfucker, bro. That real as a motherfucker. But to keep it somewhat on track, that shit is actually funny as fuck. I didn't know that particular story, but you learn something new every day. That being said, for the fellas out there and for the ladies, don't let them just take your fucking lunch money. Don't let them just take your lunch for free. At least put up a fight. If they take into like objections, you saying, no, I'm not interested. Well, bitch, I didn't expect you to be interested. Not off the back end of a 30-second phone call. Let me tell you exactly why I was giving you a call. Let me tell you exactly why I was giving you a call real quick. But I know that's a little joke inside type of thing. But like, either way, we think about it in terms of a full circle type of moment. Like, you only have so much time in your career, just as much as you have so much time on this earth, right? You do as much as you can the way that you think is expected of you, right? With the way that you were raised, the way that you think things should be done. Everybody has their own choices. You took the bitch way out, my boy. I mean, let's just call it out. Let's call it how it is. You took the bitch way out, and if you cool with it being a bitch, I mean, I can still listen to your music because it's like Gunna, bro. I don't give a fuck. Like, he might have snitched, but I'll still listen to that shit. The fuck? That shit fire. Proud of them? Come on now. You know what I mean? Proud of them. Like, I already know it's fire. Look, you ain't going in that conversation ever again, my guy. I'm sorry. Like, I hate to be. You're a Carolina guy, bro. You're a Tar Heel.
He's got them shitting on Carolina, bro. I'm listening to my podcast. They really saying, yeah, this is some North Carolina shit. You're not gonna see this from no Compton nigga. I'm like, bro, we ain't like that shit, nigga. We staying on that shit, bro.
Bro, you giving us a bad rap. I mean, yeah, like, you make millions. You got cool shows. My cousin was actually at Dreamville recently, or just this past weekend. Like, he was there. He said I had a fucking blast. Like, whatever. I didn't talk to him about the shit, so I probably should ask him what he was thinking. But, like, at the end of the day, bro, like, I could think about it like this. Like, I put it even deep. Let's get even deeper here on some real shit. If my dad knew I did some shit like that, like, bro, this is your career. Like, you're supposed to be the best. Like, blah, blah, blah. You've been talking all this shit, and you ain't stand on business. I probably my dad might dap me, bro. Like, not dap me in a cool way, but he might dap me like hit me real quick.
Yeah.
Like, bro, what the fuck were you doing, bro? No, like, actually, yeah, my dad probably would. Like, I now think like he probably would. But like, dog, like, it's almost at the point where you have to put yourself in like and you have to be introspective or look inwards at least and think like, bro, why would I do that? That's not, yeah, I'm the nice guy, but like guess what? What do they always say, Mike, about nice guys? What do they always
finish last?
They always finish last, bro. Good men finish first. Nice guys finish last.
And I can understand what he was saying too. I know the feeling. We've all had the feeling that he was talking about, where he feels like he's not acting within himself, right? Like he's sitting bad on his psyche. He's probably been overthinking a lot that's been going on in the past few days, where he has been in such a flow state of just knowing exactly what he needs to do. And he was like, I realized how easy I had it back. Like, bro, what you're talking about is comfort. What you're realizing how easy you're talking about comfort. And what you just explained to me was that this is the first time in a long time that you haven't felt comfortable in the game. You felt a little discomfort and you backed down from it. That's where you needed to lean in that. Because what J. Cole what he didn't map out for or what he didn't plan out for was like everything that you worked for, everything you've rapped about was in that discomfort. If he would have leaned into that, then maybe it might not have happened. But that was the only door. God presented you one door. You want to be the GOAT. Here's your door. It might not happen, but if you can make this work, some people will consider you there, or you're at least in the conversation. And if you give us 1 or 2 more classics after that, hey, you might be one of the real ones in there. But he backed out, bro. And that's what they always say. Be ready so you ain't got to get ready. This nigga was trying to get ready, and in that, he put out some half-ass shit. Nigga, next time, I bet your ass will be ready. But it ain't no next time, nigga, because it's the fall off.
It is the fall. Ain't it so ironic, man? Ain't it so ironic? It is, because there was an irony at the first time where he was like, oh, it's going to be the fall, but I'm really not falling off. He rapped about it before already. And now it's like, damn, it is the fall off. This shit heat. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. This shit probably going to be heat. But bruh, how like, I mean, I'm like I always try to, like, in every scenario, even though I know I'll probably never be in a lot of these scenarios, I try my absolute best to put myself in their position and their mindset. And I'm like thinking to myself, how the fuck would I get over this shit? Yeah, I go home to my wifey, she vibing, she chilling, my kids cooling, like they healthy, God bless, you know. Like, damn, I just got bodied. I bodied myself. Like, I basically fucked myself over without even having to do it, bro.
You didn't have to. And he said all his boys were like, nah, man, don't do it. Don't. Like, what? JID, he said it, what did he say? 7-minute drill. He's like, my boy said, just say the word. He was itching. He been putting all the work in the street. He got pension. I told him, chill out. What I look like having a henchman. If shots get to popping, I'm the one doing the clinching. Bro, you should have sent that nigga JID out. You said if shot get to popping, you the one doing the clinching. If you knew you weren't finna clinch, then send that nigga out because he ain't ducking no smoke. And I don't think they want to see him either, bro, because, Jid ain't ducking no smoke, bro.
Nah, those are scary dogs. Those are scary dudes. They ain't got nothing to lose type feeling. Like, they just going out there like.
And those niggas really rap. They just ain't got, like, well, I mean, I like his music, but he ain't got, like, the classic bangers to put him up there in those discussions. But nigga like that can really rap. But you know what, man? I'll tell you one thing. Drake ain't gonna do no pussy ass shit like that. Academics said he hit him. He was like, he sent him the video of J. Cole apology, and he told him, he's like, hey man, I've been sticking my neck out. You my favorite rapper. I've been having arguments, been battling with people. Just make sure you don't ever respond like this. And Drake was like, hey man, Drake was pissed. He was like, hey bro, I can't believe you would ever think I would do something like this. Come on now.
I mean, it's gonna be one of those things where you have to take a moment and like step back, because now I'm thinking, how exactly is Drake gonna respond from a bar standpoint? Like, how is he gonna like be subliminal and be fun about it?
Yeah.
And be able to be vibey and also make a banger like he did with Back to Back specifically. Obviously, W Freestyle was we know that's a GOAT too, but like I just put it in perspective. Like, first off, J. Cole, you might have just propelled Drake to a whole nother level.
No, I'm trying to check something on the thing. No, you're good. I'm listening.
You might have just propelled Drake to a whole nother platform, brother. Like a whole nother platform. Like, think about it, man. Like, when someone comes, like they always say, when someone falls off, someone comes up. Like, it's always how it is. Not saying Drake was down bad, because Drake been making crazy money, making crazy bangers, doing everything he wants to do. This dude is living a literal dream life, bro. A literal dream life. Has a kid, brought his kid out in a rap because he got exposed by Pusha. And then guess what? He's still vibing. He putting his kid in music videos now, using it as clout. Like, brother, he cannot lose. He's undefeated. He is literally the USC women's basketball team. He cannot be beaten. Cannot be beaten. UConn Huskies from the Gina Auriemma, Maya Moore era. Like, bro, he's unbeaten. You can't beat him. This ain't Kentucky men's team where you find a way to lose in the finals. But guess what? He might have sat with Kentucky, but he more like the women, the Lady Gamecocks. I've never seen a lady.
That's a quality transition if you want to get into it a little bit.
Exactly, and with that, speaking of the lady basketball or women's basketball, I shouldn't call it ladies because, I mean, we in England, bro. I ain't going to call you Lady Duchess or nothing like that. But that being said, let's talk about something serious right now. Let's talk about the best women's basketball player in the world right now, in my opinion. Miss Caitlin Clark. Yes, we know. Congratulations to USC. Dawn Stanley or whatever her name is. I'm not going to say whatever her name, like she's nobody, because obviously she's a GOAT. She even shouted out Caitlin Clark and told her how much she lifted up their sport.
And she's fly as hell.
Fly as hell, Louis Vuitton, anything you want, bro. I don't know what they paying her. I've never seen a women's basketball coach dress like that. I don't know what the hell they paying her. She must have got that Pat Summitt money.
Just add up the outfit. She wearing what they paid for sure.
Yes, like she making sure they know too. Like, oh yeah, I earned this. But like I said, congratulations, Lady Gamecocks. They played a phenomenal game, fun game to watch for a minute until I realized that they're just a better team. And unfortunately, a group of white girls and one mixed girl or one light skinned girl can't beat a group of people that look like us. I'm just sorry. It's just what it is. It's what it is.
It's just one of those things. It's the death, taxes, and what's the other one? You can't beat a group of black people in basketball if you're a group of white people. It's just one of those things.
It's a guarantee.
Unless you're Duke. That's the only time it was.
That being said, I did want to mention that with Caitlin Clark and the ability that she's got on the court, we talked about this a little bit pre-pod. It is absolutely, and I think we both agree on this, it is absolutely blasphemy to sit here and say she's not going to translate to the WNBA. Let's be real, bro. She's the Steph Curry of this generation already before he even stepping on a WNBA court. She stays healthy, which I don't think she's had a ton of injury problems. She stays healthy, it's a wrap, bro. She going down as one of the GOATs, if not the GOAT. If she wins a couple in the WNBA, bro, they get number 1 overall picks. The team changes completely. They be winning rings and shit. That's what happened with Maya Moore. Maya Moore got on a team and they just started winning. They just started winning, bro. Like, she gonna step on a team and change the worst team in the WNBA to one of the best teams, if not the best team, simply because she's that good. She carried some sorry ass girls on her team, women I should say, on her team, to a national championship game that they rightfully so, without Caitlin Clark, would not even be near.
No.
Not to say they're not good at the game, because they got solid players.
They got good jump shots.
Yeah, they got good jump shots. And they're the only, and Caitlin Clark is the only reason that the South Carolina Gamecocks, we didn't have 2 back-to-back champions in the past 2 years.
Undefeated champions. She's the only reason why they're not undefeated for 2 straight years.
The only reason. And I will stand on that. Stand on that. So for all y'all WNBA players and some, unfortunately, black folks in the community saying she ain't it, brother, she's it. And like it took me a while too to get on that train, but I started watching and then I'm like, oh shit. Like she doing whatever she wants. Like if she hitting, especially, she's got the mixture of like Klay Thompson and Steph Curry, where she gets hot, there is not one person in the game that can stop her.
Yeah.
Not even one person in the
She
gym.
can only stop herself. It's just if she's cold or not. And she's really good at getting her shot. She's really good at developing, putting other people in spots. Like her vision is crazy. She's everybody else too. Like for the other people, yeah, they were hitting some big shots and they were scoring some. But most of them, everything they scored came off of Caitlin Clark's assists, her vision, or the attention that she was pulling. Let's break this down, right? So I agree with everything Sterling just said, everything that he just uttered out of his mouth. I completely agree with. Women's basketball this year did an interesting thing. It did this thing where it became more fun, more relatable, and a better product than men's basketball. Why is that? Well, it's very obvious what's going on here. Name me your favorite men's college basketball players, and then name me your favorite women's college basketball players. You probably only going to name the people that's on the team that you're rooting for, that you like as your favorite. And if you don't have a team that you're rooting for, you're probably just going to name somebody that maybe just made a name for themselves in this recent tournament, like Zach Edey or some shit like that, right? But when it comes to the women, we very know who the stars are. We know Paige Beckers. We know Caitlin Clark. We know Angel Reese, right? Like, we know all of these stars. We know Juju Watkins, absolute beast. Absolute beast. Freshman, she's going to be crazy. And she might be able to top everything Caitlin Clark did because she's doing it right now as a freshman, right? And that's what builds college basketball. We need stable programs with coaches that don't move, they don't leave, they stay there. We know exactly what we're getting out of the program and out of the coach. And then we need stars that stay and develop a name. That's what builds this college basketball brand.
Yep.
And so what's happening for the women is the biggest grace, it's the biggest thing. But why is it having this dark cloud over it? Well, what we're seeing here, and ladies, this is not my business, and I might get shot at for this, but hey, I'm going to say it. I'm an observer. I sit back and I observe. I just say what I see right here. Like I said, we discuss topics that are none of our business. That's what I'm about to proceed to do. Women hate women. Right? It's really that simple. What you're seeing is the clear case of women hate women. Of course, a Caitlin Clark comes, brings all this attention that benefits every single women basketball player. This benefits you. If you're in the league right now, you should be licking your chops. Your little $70,000 paycheck might one day be worth $500,000 because Caitlin Clark just made them sign a new TV deal with ESPN. Now their games are actually being televised at 8 o'clock p.m. when everybody's off work and wants to pay attention. Niggas might actually click on that shit now. That's Caitlin Clark doing that. And I'm seeing these videos of Diana, Brianna Stewart, Kelsey Plum. They're all talking about, or Plum, or whatever her name is. They're all talking about, yeah, it's about time that people are viewing. Oh, it's about time. Where have you been? Oh, do you think we actually, like, they think that we're watching women's basketball. That's crazy. Whoa. They really think we over here hyping up like, yo, women's basketball is better. Yo, go ahead and sit down. Let me tell you something real quick. I'm about to tell you something because I did actually want to speak about this on the pod. And we said we might get around to it, but I'm glad we got around to it because I got some things to say. For all y'all who thinking we watching women's basketball, that is not the case. We are watching Caitlin Clark. I did not watch not one game that did not star Caitlin Clark. All the viewership you are getting is from Caitlin Clark. Listen, if you don't have another Caitlin Clark in the league next year, which Juju might be able to do, Juju Watkins might actually be able to hold that weight. If you don't have another one, those viewers will not be there next year.
Facts.
And so let's go to the WNBA. So Caitlin Clark comes to the WNBA now, and now people are watching those games. Diana's like, she's going to have a hard lesson. We're going to really teach her something. Guess what? If you teach her something, if all y'all niggas teach her something, and she's a wash, I ain't never clicking on a women's basketball game again. Why would I? Why would I? The only person I was willing to watch sucks. Why would I watch another one again? They act like keep watching Diana. Bitch, they've been saying you've been playing for a long ass time. I ain't never watched once. Not once. And I'm not going to watch now. So I hope she busts y'all ass. Because what y'all don't realize is that it is, like I was telling Sterling, it benefits every single women's basketball player more that Caitlin Clark comes into the league and becomes the absolute GOAT than it does if you did it yourself. Think about that. Think about that. You really gotta wish that this chick becomes greater than you, because guess what? You might become the GOAT, but you're gonna be the GOAT with a $70,000 salary. If she becomes a GOAT, you might be the second or third best player with a $500,000 salary. That shit sounds nice, don't it? I bet you wish you don't have to go to Russia in the summer so you can hoop and make a little extra change, don't you? Man, y'all sit down with all this bullshit. I was trying to tell y'all that last year when we were talking about Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, who should have been player of the year. Man, I knew it was Caitlin Clark. I've been telling all y'all that. Y'all see Angel Reese with her pump fake pregame where she was working? Who was she working with? I forgot who she was working with. She had a pump fake. She said, man, you ain't nothing but a tall ass bitch with a little hand-eye coordination. If you don't sit down, you ain't no hooper. All the hoopers in that draft right now is Paige Beckers, Caitlin Clark. Those are the real hoopers.
That's right.
Juju Watkins, when she comes, she's a real hooper. I don't want to hear none of this Angel Reese mess. She's a influencer. She robbing those folks, man. She got to be the biggest NIL rob deal. Unless she can get a jump shot. She get a jump shot, it'll be okay. But I had to get that off my chest. I appreciate you letting me rap for a little bit. But once we started going, I was like, you know what? I do have a few things I got to say. Because CC is the GOAT. I got CC on my back and CC on my chest because it's Chona's Club all day. Shout out as well. You already know what it is.
I mean, I ain't gonna sit here and cap. I mean, you said everything I would say. Like, look, bro, if you really think as a grown man, or honestly, even if you're a grown woman, to be honest with you, if I'm tuning in like, oh shit, I gotta watch the so and so WNBA game, the Sparks versus the damn, I don't even know another team name. Oh fuck. Only reason I know the Sparks is because of Lisa Leslie, bro. I don't know the teams, but whatever. You think I was tuned in like, oh yeah, we gotta watch that game tonight. You think my parents in my household were like, yo, let's turn on the college or the women's basketball game? Huh? I'd rather watch BBC, bro, on repeat. The same news over and over.
Wait, I think you gotta specify.
Oh, Jesus Christ. No Diddy, though. No Diddy. Like, I'm talking about BBC, like the news
the channel.
With the new host every single time.
I mean, one way it works, I guess it really shows how much you'd rather not watch women's basketball.
I mean, there were polls out there, people. They were like, would I rather get $50K or not $50K? It was like, would I rather watch like, it's like a kid's soccer game or something versus a WNBA game? And people are choosing the opposite of the WNBA, bro. Like professional sports, they are literally like, nah, we're good. We're going to go watch something else. Amateur hockey, I would go watch before that. A 10-year-old soccer game, I would go watch. I mean, there's a lot of things. But if Caitlin Clark's playing, I'm like, oh, shit, I'll go. I want to go see her play. Brother, she going to ball on me? I don't know how, I don't know what the misunderstanding is that if you're going to, want to support your game, you shouldn't hate on each other. And, sad thing is, it's the truth. Women hate other women, bro. They hate on each other, bro. I was having this conversation earlier with a coworker. Women do this shit to each other all the time, bro. It's like, bro, I'm all about women's empowerment, but y'all ain't even empowering each other. We out here as men having to empower you to be women and womanly empowered. That's a problem. That's an issue, bro.
It's always been women hate women. They're talking about free the nip. Free it. I want to see it too. Go ahead, let it loose. You ain't got it. It's not my problem.
Let me see.
Point me one dude who said Don't pull your shirt up. point that dude to me.
I don't know.
What did the dude that said, no, brother? I'm pretty sure they all said, yeah, brother, pull that shirt up.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, brother. I mean, I'm telling you, man, like, you gotta, like, game gotta respect game, bro. At the end of the day, like, you gotta respect game. Like, there's some times where, like, you know, I don't want to. Like, I don't want to, but I got to. Yeah. At the end of the day, bro, like, if you really that big of a hater, like, look, people describe me as a hater. I be a hater sometimes. I ain't gonna cat with you. I be hating. I be fucking hating. It's fun as hell to hate. Like, when you hate on the Cowboys and how they can't beat the Green Bay Packers in AT&T Stadium, that shit's fun, bro.
Hey, bro, it's off season, dog. It's off season. I got till September till we start them conversations back up.
It's our year. But I'm telling you, y'all better put your futures in for a 2-year future on Caitlin Clark winning a WNBA championship after her first year in the league.
Or MVP.
Don't put the future. Or MVP and or both, bro. She's like, this is the same thing with Jokic. Like, look, I still wouldn't put Jokic in he ain't never going to be no GOAT, but he's obviously a phenomenal basketball player. Like, knows the game, very talented, which don't make no damn sense because he built like a damn robot. But, like, I mean, but I got to respect the game. I ain't going to put him above some other people's heads. That's just how I am. I'm just point blank period. I ain't going to do it. But, I mean, he brings life to the game as well in a different way. Just as much as you're, like I said, Caitlin Clark is the next Steph Curry. Steph Curry elevated the game of the NBA game. People watch regular season NBA games now, bro, like consistently because of Steph Curry. Consistently. Like, I will catch an NBA game here and there just because of, like, if Steph's playing or maybe, like, tight toward the end of the season. Like, I will watch, bro. Like, I will watch. I've always been a basketball fan, but I will watch. I'm like, damn, like, the game has changed so much.
Yeah.
And you can appreciate it. For my sports fans, and for the people that aren't really that big into sports, I would say, honestly, right now is an exciting time for women's basketball to get into it because of Caitlin Clark. Like, she will go down. She could, God forbid, she could pass tomorrow. Like, and she would go down as one of the most influential women in sports ever. Like, I'm like 100%.
If she passed tomorrow, she would go down as one of the 10 that I can name off the top of my head. And that's it. That's influence.
That is influence, man. And so we wanted to give a shout out there. Hey, Caitlin Clark, if you ever come across our pod, love to have an opportunity to speak with you. 1, 2. It is an absolute pleasure to watch you play basketball, even though you be hawking up some shots. We do be seeing you.
Yeah, some of those are wild, bro.
No, you be pulling up, like, you just be grabbing the ball from your teammate and just like it's like a rec basketball. You just take, like, you get the, like, when they're little kids and the best players just like, yeah.
When the girl pulls up to the to the rec runs. And then you start showing out a little bit. You start hitting the mellow threes.
Yeah, exactly, bro. She be on that type of time, but, like, gotta give respect where respect is earned. And, like, I mean, at the end of the day, man, like you said, we're basketball fans. We want the game to progress. I want women's game to progress too. I would love to have 2 things to watch in terms of basketball in terms of year instead of 1, like, or 2 or 1.5, where it's like half of March Madness as long as UNC's playing, and then it's like the NBA playoffs, you know? Yeah. So let's get it straight. If y'all ain't out here, you think we're Uncle Tommen or some shit like that, sure, go ahead, put the label on it, bro. Because that's just, I mean, if that's what you got to call it to make yourself feel better.
Hoops is hoops.
It's hoopers are hoopers, bro. Like, if you ever hoop with a white dude that can hoop, you be pissed as hell too. Like, be pissed as hell. Like,
don't hate on your bird. You need your bird. You need your Larry. Don't hate on him.
Yeah, the fact. But yeah, man. I mean, don't be haters, man. Don't be haters on that team, bro. She don't deserve it. I don't call her team that woman, because she ain't my type of team. But, like, that's I do want to shout out old girl. I don't even know her name, from Connecticut, number 10. You got my
Mina.
Yeah.
I knew exactly. Yeah. Everybody saw that. The first time I saw them when they played Kate McCall, I was like, "Oh, who that?" Like, yo.
I was like, look, I always say, bro, if you look good playing a sport as a woman, you look good. Like you look good. Like it. You don't have to. I don't have to see you in street clothes, girl. Like I know it's like that. It's like that. But yeah, if you see this, honey, number 10, Mina, hey, holla at your boy. I'm down here in North Carolina. You can come down and visit anytime. If you need me to fly out to you, I'll come over there.
Yeah.
I'll come over there too. But yeah, piecing on that, bro. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like I got everything I needed to air out. I had a lot on my chest. I texted Sterling after work today. I was like, hey man, I needed to say some shit today, man. Like I just knew I had some shit to say today. But we're gonna go ahead and close it out for everybody. For the fellas out there listening, listen, man. 1% niggas. All my 1% niggas. If you got somebody out there that's bullying you, talking shit to you, testing your manhood, you better step up to that nigga and say, love yours.
That's what I say. Love yours, bro.
Love yours. Nah, you gonna do that shit. We 1% niggas. We stand our ground. We gonna stand on business. Even if you know, hey man, if somebody's testing you, you just gotta buck up and lean into the discomfort and hold your ground as a man. Hold your ground as a man. You might not come out on top. It's okay. You're not gonna win every battle. But guess what? Nobody can say that you didn't hold your ground as a man. So you're going to step up to that nigga, hold your ground as a man, you're going to reach into your pocket, take out your wad of cash because we quit our bitching and we got our bread up. And you know what we said? We said, spend money. Love your own shit, nigga. And for the ladies out there listening, listen. Hey, bro, he definitely don't want you. We got Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick beef. We got all women's basketballs going crazy. It was March Madness. He don't want you, sweetie. He ain't even looking. He ain't read your message yet. And maybe he did, but he don't have no plans on replying tonight. He gonna get you back. He gonna hit you back around 2 o'clock Friday night. He drunk. He like, oh shit, I remember this bitch hit me. Yeah. Move on, sweetie. He don't want you, but it's okay because you're still beautiful and powerful, and we'll always love you. It's the After Dark Podcast. Until next time.